Hey, I'm Vince Del Monte, online fitness business coach, and welcome to another winter episode on becoming an entrepreneur. And in this one, you're gonna meet a young lady who was really stuck in her online fitness business, and you're gonna learn how we got her unstuck and how you can do the same so that you can create momentum and then capture it and then sustain it. Enjoy.
So before fitness, I was actually really into music theater. That was like my big life goal. Like I started off as a singer and then I got into music theater and I went to school for it, and that was what I wanted to do. I wanted to be like on Broadway. But on the side, I always liked fitness. So what happened is I went to this theater program and I hated it. So basically after a year, I left and I was like, what am I gonna do now? But then I always knew that I wanted to do fitness on the side. So I was like, maybe I can do fitness as my main thing instead. It was hard to get clients. I had the knowledge, and even when I was in school, like my friends always saw me as like the fitness girl, and everyone would ask me questions and stuff. And so that's how I knew. I was like, oh, I love doing this. Like I love giving people advice about this. But then I started here, and getting clients was definitely a really, really big challenge. So I was trying to do this, and then I was trying to do online at the same time. That was kind of non-existent. Like I was sort of just like posting videos on Instagram while trying to get clients here. So it was all very, very slow. And it was really, really frustrating because I saw other people that were like doing what I wanted to do. They had this like awesome online business. They had all these clients seeing results. And I couldn't do that. It just wasn't working. I was training some clients in this gym, and we were talking about my online business, and they happened to know Vince's mom. So they were like, have you ever heard of Vince Del Monte? And I was like, you know what, I have, because the few weeks before that, I had actually listened to Amanda Bucci's podcast, and it was Vince's episode, and it was actually my favorite episode. Like, I'm not even just saying that. I actually saved it. I was like, oh, this one's really, really good. I'm gonna have to take notes on this. So I look him up, and then there's the Mastermind happening in Toronto in like 3 weeks, and I was like, huh. Maybe I should go to that. Like, because leading up to that, I had wanted a business mentor. Like I had started realizing, I was like, I need extra help. I don't know what I'm doing. I know fitness. I do not know a thing about marketing. The first day I went there, I was so inspired because I saw so many people that achieved things I wanted to achieve. And I think before I was in the group, whenever I saw successful people, I just thought they like were always like that, or they were lucky or something. So when I met all these successful people in person and they like came from nothing, I was like, oh my God, I can do this too. And then I finally had more confidence to talk about my programs. That was another thing. In the past, I would talk about it like once a week. And then even when I did talk about it, I didn't know how to share it. I didn't know how to speak to my client and let them know that I know how to help them. Whereas before it was kind of more about me and not about them. 3 months into the Mastermind, my old yearly income became my income in just 1 month, in November. In the month of November, I made the same amount as I had made in an entire year when I was on my own. So that was insane. I thought in my lifetime I would never make that much money, so let alone the first 3 months of being in the Mastermind. I just want to continue growing. I'm working on making my first hire, so that's scary. Again, it's nice to have someone to help me through that. I'm someone who overthinks things. I worry a lot, so the fact that I can just like reach out to someone who's struggled with the same thing is just like so nice. And they've just helped me keep a clear vision. Like I've always been a motivated person and like very just goal oriented, but so I was like, oh, like I don't think having a coach will like make a huge difference in motivation, but it definitely made a huge difference. They bring in extra ideas, and the consistent group coaching calls and the one-on-one calls, it just really keeps you on like a clear path. Like even once you finish something, you're like, oh, well, like what am I gonna do next? And there's always it's really nice having someone coming in and being like, oh, you should do this next. And you never feel as lost. I always felt really, really lost before I joined, and now I don't. For 2019, I think having a 50K month, one of the months would be a good goal. It's like, I might be saying that goal right now and that sounds insane, but in 6 months I could be like, that's nothing. Like, let's do an 100K month. Like, it's just, there's no limit. And it's like constantly, my beliefs constantly just keep getting bigger. Like you just see like, oh, there's so much I could do.
Hey, I hope you enjoyed that story. Laura, I remember when we jumped on the phone in the summer, you decided to join this coaching program fast and firm. You didn't have to talk to your boyfriend or your mom. How important is it to decide now?
It was really important. Like I was so sure. Like I think after our call, I could see so many things I wasn't doing, and I just knew I had to take the step. I was like, this is it. I am serious. I want my business to grow. I'm done just like playing around. So I made the decision to commit, and I did it, and it was a very good decision.
She's a great student, and she knows the one magic word of being an amazing student, which is okay. All right? So she'll trust what I tell her. She takes massive action, and I told her my job's not to get rid of your problems, it's to give you bigger problems.
Bigger problems, yeah.
And every time we talk, she's got a new problem because she beat the last one, and that's what we're gonna do with you. So I hope we get to work together this year. If you're ready to take the next step in taking your online fitness business to the next level of impact and income, then fill out the application. You'll meet Laura and all the other amazing female fitness entrepreneurs in our group. You guys are gonna break bread together, train together, make money together, and all you gotta do next is apply. We'll jump on the phone to do a get to know you call and see if you're a good fit. And then if you are, we'll book a strategy call after that, and we'll see which option of ours is best for you. Sound good? Take that next step right now, and let's get you on the fast track to growing your online business.